Let's have a quick review on assigning voltages. Voltage, or potential, is always measured or defined between two nodes. When one of these nodes is ground, we do not document it. If you want to measure the voltage at source V1, you would hook the positive terminal voltage of the voltmeter to node A and the negative terminal to ground. And if you've hooked up your voltmeter right, it would be red for positive and black for ground. And I would measure 1 volt. If I were to measure VB, even though the positive and the negative are reversed, I would still put the positive terminal here and the negative terminal here. However, I would get 1 volt because the voltage source is defined. I'm going from positive to negative, but I'm going from positive to negative in a negative direction, and I still get 1 volt. So consequently, if I want to measure VC, I'm measuring the positive to negative, and looking at this voltage source, the negative is connected to ground, so I'm going from positive to negative in a negative direction. I get 1 volt. VD, I'm going from positive to negative, so I'm going more negative, but I'm going in terms of 1 volt more negative. So they're both equal at minus 1 volt. What about VC and VD now? Well, I'm going from negative to positive. I'm going more positive, but my direction is a negative 1 volt, so it's negative 1 volt. In this case, I'm going in a more negative direction, and that direction is positive 1 volt. It's still minus 1 volt. Now how about if I start stacking them? In this case, I'm going from negative to positive, but the magnitude is negative 1, so VB is at negative 1. And if I go more negative 1 volt, it's minus 2. You can see that the voltage sources have been turned around. So I'm going more negative, but the magnitude is positive, so it ends up minus 1, minus 2. It's the same. And this is slightly trickier in that I've just connected the negative terminals to ground. I'm going from negative to positive in a positive direction, 1 volt. Negative to positive with a negative voltage, minus 1 volt. This is almost the same circuit. I've just rearranged it. So I'm going from ground, more positive in a positive direction, 1 volt. Going from negative to ground, ground to a positive and a minus 1, VB is minus 1 volt. In this case, I'm starting off at ground, more positive direction, VA is 1. I'm going in a more negative direction, but the magnitude is positive, it's minus 1. And this is how you can take two batteries and get a plus and negative power supply along with a ground.